mom to make decisions.
Right.
So the fellas, me and the fellas were sitting around talking, and somehow we got on the subject of dating. One thing we talk about on the round table a lot. And the thing that we got to talking about and debating about is it okay, or not is it okay, could you marry a woman that has sex on the first date? If you fuck on the first date, or sleep with her on the first date, whatever, fuck, because you're probably not going to, like, sleep together, or spend the night or some shit like that. Well, I'm not. But, is it okay? Could she still be considered wifey material if you fuck on the first date?
Alright, well.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm along the yeses too.
It's complex, man.
It is complex.
There's a lot of factors. Ultimately, I say yes, but for the most part, no. But
no.
Yes, it's possible.
Okay.
But no.
I think it's, to me,
it just depends. It has to be a perfect ass situation.
Yeah, that better be the best fucking first date in history of the world for me to still, like, the next day when she's gone and be like, you know what, she could be wifey.
Mm-hmm.
Chances are, if you have sex on the first date, one of those, she's going to use that classic line.
I'm pregnant.
I'm not like that.
Yeah, you know I don't do this all the time, and chances are you're going to be sitting there like...
If she says that...
That's a turn off, right?
Yeah.
Boom! Yeah, now you're like, okay.
Because...
I don't need to hear that.
You would know if she would do that shit.
Right.
I'm assuming that you do.
If you say you don't do it all the time,
but
I'm assuming you do.
Even if you don't do it, even if you don't say it, because we're having sex on the first date, I'm just assuming that you fuck on the first date.
Now, I don't like all that procrastination. I need to have sex on the first date. Okay? I'm just playing.
See, it's like this.
Nah, he's serious. He's serious. You're right.
If they say women can tell in the first 15 minutes if they gonna fuck you or not,
right?
Why sit up and go and play all these games with these men and shit? Just go ahead. If that's what we gonna do, that's what we gonna do. Now, I'm not saying any old slut that you come across that's willing to drop the draw, but I believe there are situations where y'all just connect so good and the moon's aligned and the stars is going around the earth.
And that's what I'm saying.
And the moonlight is shimmying
off
the ocean.
But for the most part, if I went, for one, if I met you like...
Depends on where.
Right.
That's a big thing.
If I met you locally, chances are... Now, it's because, you know, you can be on vacation. You can be in the fucking Bahamas or Jamaica or some shit.
Right.
Y'all kick it for fucking 15 hours straight.
Right.
And y'all
Right.
shit boom. You know, fuck it happens. You've been bullshitting all day. You've been kicking it all day. Y'all took like 5-6 dates in one fucking day. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, finish the moment. That's
but it's like that you can't. I don't think you can meet nobody in a bar and sleep with them.
Yeah,
I think that's wifey at all.
Like,
not in the bar. Not that's if somebody you met this girl at the mall and you changed numbers, y'all talk, y'all went on the first date, y'all have sex. Y'all had some.
I don't know. I don't know. Like you say, you know.
You have correspondence. You had sex.
I can think of how many times I've been at Dillard's and I'll be like, damn, that is a hard ass shirt. And then I get home and be like, I don't like this shirt as much. How many dicks has she taken and she thought she liked that she found out I don't like this as much as I thought I did. You know, it's tough. It's tough in the back of my head.
So you thinking she fucking everybody?
Well, see, I don't want to be the nigga that's at the mall. And we in the food court and niggas just like, there she go. Who is that? Who is Beyonce? Who is she? I don't want to be that nigga. So in the back of my mind, and that might be that male insecurity. Fuck, it's not insecurity. It's just bullshit. I don't want to be.
But you can weed that out though. Even though you had sex on the first date, if y'all start dating, you would know what kind of person she is. It will come to light, and you'll be like, okay, she a hoe. Yeah. I was wrong. I fucked up.
Yeah, so I guess
she not wifey material. I thought she was.
The thing about it, you're not even gonna be thinking about wifey on the first night. You're not gonna even be. That's not. She gonna have to prove herself to you.
She definitely has to prove. If we fuck on the first night, she definitely has to prove.
Okay,
it's just a maturation period. So I
guess the real question is, and I think from that angle the answer.
Yeah, from that angle, yeah.
So the real question is. Sex on the first date, is it a real strike?
Yes.
When it comes to getting married?
Yes.
It's not a strike.
Nah.
Yes.
I like sex, okay?
It's not.
Cause I don't really think so either from that angle, depending on how easy the shit was.
That's a good one.
Right.
If it was just easy to the motherfucker, like,
I mean, because when you first meet a chick,
Yeah, she gets.
let's say even if you did meet someone at a bar, let's say you met somebody at a bar, and he was like, you know what, let's go somewhere, let's go have some coffee. So y'all get to talking, you find out more about her. You kind of see a little bit, but there's no way that you're gonna know enough about her within that few minutes to know if she gonna be wifey or not anyway.
Right, but it's still a strike. I mean, you can get over a strike. It's not 3 strikes.
That's
It's
true.
1 strike.
I still won't count it as a strike, personally.
I'm not
That's
counting
just
as a strike because after that you still have to prove that you ain't no hoe.
Right.
And that's just I'm never
She
going
gotta
to
do that.
And you gotta prove you ain't no hoe.
Anyway.
It don't matter. Double standard.
Fuck that, I'm a hoe.
That's a double standard. We all know that might be another video that we
That is
do.
a completely
But
other video.
that
but
double
go ahead.
standard is there.
Because
It's
how
gonna be there.
are you willing to deal with this chick and her not giving you none? So let's say she don't give you none the first date, she don't give you none the second date, she don't give you none the third date, she don't give you
How
none
many
the
days
fourth
is
date.
sufficient for you not to make it a strike? How about that?
I don't really give a shit.
That's not the first, huh?
Just not the first. So the second date is not a strike.
And when I was dating, because of course I'm married now, but when I was dating, if a woman decides we're going to wait a little while, that's cool. We're
Right.
not in a committed relationship. Just
Right.
because you're waiting don't mean that
I'm
I'm
waiting.
waiting. I have to be celibate because we ain't fucking. So it doesn't matter. I'm not, whenever your time is, it's your time, but you don't have to be doing that to prove you ain't no hoe.
Alright, now, so when we say first date, are we talking about we met and we fucked? Or we met, chopped it up, exchanged numbers?
Yeah, there's a difference between a one night stand and just when it's actual first date.
Which first date are we talking about? What's still a strike for you? Meeting and fucking or meeting?
Meeting and fucking.
Meeting and fucking.
But-
Meeting and fucking
But
is a
if you
strike.
met,
Especially at a bar.
then you got together later. Is that still a strike?
That's like a half a strike.
Alright, I got you.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like.
So you can forget about that half.
Foul ball. That's a foul ball.
You foul tip that. You foul tip
Why
that.
did you get four, though?
That's true.
Yeah, I get
That's
it.
not as bad, but it's kind of like, all right, this is the first time we done went out, and I mean, it's always gonna be that thought. I think that's with any man. How many times has she done? Is this a regular thing?
Yeah, you a double standard.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
believe that because
Yeah.
I think all these
He
boys
like,
be
yeah.
fucking. You ain't their first no more anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So whether they portion it out slow to me or give it to me fast,
I want my portion. I want all mine up front.
give it to me quick.
Give me all mine up front.
I'm not gonna sit up and continuously date, spend money. Let's go to the movies, date. No. I'm not 14 years old. No.
Let me ask you something. Okay, YouTube, since y'all kind of against it. Let's say you dating. You date the girl for a while. Y'all get a little serious. Y'all ain't had sex, and then the first time you had sex, she can't fuck. What you do then?
Well,
No. What you do? What you do then? Now she can't fuck.
if she can't fuck, that's kind of good in a way.
Okay.
You want her to just come first time we fuck? She
Because you know what? So,
doing all kinds of crazy
if the shit is like on the level of ridiculousness, you kind of like,
Right. The fuck you learn that?
yeah, it's
I ain't one of those scared stuff. Oh shit!
You meet a chick, right? She seem all the way right. Good home, good family, daddy cool, all that shit, right? She fucks your brains out.
Okay.
Out, right? You wouldn't be wondering where the fuck that came from?
No.
At all.
I'm sure she had sex with somebody else before me.
Exactly. You ain't getting no virgins.
I mean, they want us to be good. They have to be good too.
Right.
She's done
That
that.
is-
but that's
in
double
your life. Huh?
See y'all want the double standard. Y'all too much about standard. Cause if you slide up in there and bust in 30 seconds, you ain't getting another shot.
Yes, I am.
So
Misfired.
I fucked up. So then you gonna play that. The pussy was good. I'm sorry.
Shit happened. We're gonna try again. We will. This too shall pass.
So then you gotta let her try again.
Okay, alright. Let me ask you this too.
Double standard
Let me
motherfucker.
ask you this too.
Okay.
You fuck her on the first date and this shit was the best shit you ever seen in your motherfucking life. She still wifey material?
Yes. What's your porno name? Shit.
She got a fan page and shit.
Superhead who booked me. She told and then there was Darnell.
Like, long as it say I'm good, that's what it say. Okay, alright. That ass said it was good.
I was gonna watch y'all back, so I said that.
But it's just potential for wifey. It's not like I'm marrying her, so we still dating. I'll find out.
You gonna find out. You gonna go around the house. You gonna look around and say, she got clothes all on the floor. She got this bitch nasty.
Right.
You gonna find out. Ain't nothing she can tell me that I'm not gonna see without going through this process of observing what's going on. I'm gonna see.
To me, it's just a strike. I mean, I'm not saying it disqualifies you completely.
I feel y'all. I understand y'all say it's a strike, but you still can move on. That's
it
fine.
raises an eyebrow. You know what I mean?
I would say if a chick was watching this and she was thinking like, oh, am I wrong if I do fuck on the first date? It doesn't necessarily make you wrong. As long as you got your shit together.
Yeah.
You know, if you got your shit together and all of that, even somebody like me that's kind of looking at you with the side eye now, you know, will get over it. It's like, oh, she really ain't no hoe and all of that. But if we do that, and like you said, you go over there and your house is dirty and you don't wash the dishes and you got kids and shit just dirty as fuck and all of that.
That's 3 strikes.
It's like, all right. You know, she lied. She does this all the time.
Right.
Fool me once.
You got me. You got me, bitch.
Crazy. You shouldn't be fooling people.
You got me, bitch. You got me.
Like you said, it's a strike, but it ain't the end all. But it's gonna make you think, like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's a lot of stuff you consider as a strike. Not just
or at least
put
some pause in it.
That don't raise no questions.
Eyebrow got to raise a little.
That don't mean nothing to you at all.
Cause she can fuck?
No, because she chose to give up the bond.
Porno fuck you.
Porno.
What is she? I'm not talking about fuck. I'm talking about porn. She's porno fucking you right now.
But the thing about it is,
that don't make you wonder where this shit came from.
We gonna find out.
But the thing about it, she had a life before you.
But I don't even want. I'm sorry, but I don't want a reformed hoe.
Yes.
I'm not. But here, I'm not God.
But check it out.
I'm forgiving everything. So you can't go from being a hoe to being my wife. We're gonna be in the motherfucking food court and niggas is gonna be giggling and I'm gonna want to know what the fuck is.
So you see yourself all the way in jail. Now I gotta kill people.
Right.
I mean,
listen.
Straight up. Every man wants his wife to have done the freakiest shit she's ever done with him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So if she comes in the door on the freakiest shit you've ever done.
Okay, I got you.
That shit is gonna raise some motherfucking suspicion. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get to your wife and be like, damn, you know, she good at this shit.
We ain't learned none of this stuff together. You gonna get all this on your own.
She done taught you some shit and you like, oh really? You know, and now next week you on a new lesson and you like, what the fuck is that shit, it's like, okay, this bro has been around the blocks.
They take it to a whole new level now, Steph.
So I think we all can agree that it's also important the level that she gives.
The level of the fucking yes,
on that first
I can see
day.
that.
So what if you met a chick, right? And she was
not
like,
okay. Still ain't agree on it.
No. What if the chick said, what if she said I was married before? But she was really nice lady.
Okay.
She said I was married before. Mm-hmm. So you the second go round on the meet. So that means she was married. So that means she tried a lot of stuff when she was married before.
Right.
So does that change your opinion about it?
Does that freak level?
What have I done to merit this level of freakiness on the first day?
Okay, I get
you talking about come in and lick the bottom of your shoe and grab your kneecap.
This motherfucker telling you stay wet, but I'm your tongue still wet.
Well, let's say she gradually.
So let's say
she gradually increases the freakiness.
That's not true. That's not supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just don't want all the freakiness up front.
No.
You want all your freakiness up front, right?
I'm not calling you again.
Listen, if that's her skill set, man, I mean, who am I to discriminate?
But let me say this though. If Superhead's book was correct, right? She was with Coogee Rap. This is where she learned this skill of sucking dick so well. One guy she was with. Then she went to Hollywood and everybody's like, oh my gosh, she's so good.
But I guarantee you this though. The nigga she was dick, she sucked after Coogee. What?
Coogee Rap.
Okay. 20 niggas later, that nigga had more fun than the second nigga. So each time she got better still. You understand what I'm saying?
Maybe, but the way she explained she learned how to do it was.
But you need the explanation from the nigga who got sucked.
But wait a minute.
The nigga after him,
Right.
and then the nigga
I need to know Coogee rap and number 2.
and number 20 after Coogee.
What if she's
And Ray J.
What if you had to talk with her and she was like, I haven't slept with a whole bunch of people, honest. And she's just like a sex prodigy. She's just very good at it.
I'd be like,
You won't believe her. You looking like Ed Lover. Come on, son.
I mean, again, it's a strike. It doesn't necessarily disqualify her, but naturally, any man is going to be looking like. The fact that you would mention it, like if you, like say we all sitting here talking and you know, I was single and I'm like, fellas, I went out with this chick yesterday and it went down.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that. Okay, so that was your first date. Naturally, I'm gonna be like, she's cool, but it concerns me that she gave me the buns on the first date.
Yeah.
And I might not necessarily have no ill thoughts about her or no ill feelings towards her for doing it, but it's still gonna be a subject that to be talked about.
Until it dissipates. Until
Right.
Well, for me, like for me,
Go ahead.
like for me, if I'm not drop on the first date, like I say, I'm not. Marriage is far away from my head anyway.
Definitely.
It's gonna have to be a few more occurrences, and it's gonna have to be something about her that makes me consider her as wifey material in the first place.
I'm not marrying nobody just because of sex.
Y'all niggas about to be
Anyway.
lying, and I'm lying. So answer this, right? Okay. Y'all might not know y'all lying, but y'all might be lying. Listen,
On video.
listen. If, for one, like Ted said, popped her on the first date, come to talk about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woman you end up marrying, most of the time you never even talked about the shit because of the certain level that you held them to from the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Okay.
So if you talk about it, which you probably would if it was the first date, then that means it was a fucking strike.
You said you talked
I
about
agree.
it.
I see what you're saying.
The fact that you would talk about it with the fellas,
It's a strike.
It's a strike because a woman that you held to a certain level,
But
you wouldn't talk to, like, but everybody's wife in this room, no one's ever heard about anything about their sex, period. Because you started off from the door, holding her at a certain level, right? If you fucked her on the first date, it's a good chance you would have talked about it.
Right.
But really, in reality,
So that is an automatic
no,
strike.
it depends on the type of dude. Because 9 times out of 10, if I'm not so no, I'm not gonna tell y'all about it. I'm not gonna tell.
That's what he's saying.
I'm not gonna tell you about it until she does something to resonate in my head, worth her being talked about. Because if it's just some random, may not even be worth a mention.
No, but we said,
I was just like, fuck that single nigga. It's like, hey, nigga, guess what I did, man? I ain't
but what I'm saying
You
is,
gotta see this picture.
yeah,
But that's just somebody he know she got 3 strikes because he probably ain't gonna see her no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
So-
you don't never hear nobody. It don't come into mind. You know what Anisha did last night? We ain't gonna hear that shit. I don't know what Anisha and Ed do. As far as I'm concerned, they don't have sex. I don't know.
but that's the deal though. So with that, would you say there's a slight strike there?
What he just said?
What I just said.
I understand that strike. Yes, I understand what you mean by that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
I agree.
So is it okay to have? I think we all agree it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It just does something.
But so honestly, it kind of sets you back a little bit then.
Yeah.
That's what we said.
No,
Not far.
Not far.
I don't
Who says
agree
she
with
like
that.
that?
I just say we agree, and it depends on the
So if
circumstance.
you fucking step on the first date, you could.
You can get married.
The head of a lifetime.
He gonna put a ring on it.
No. I'm saying, and they said too, it depends on the circumstance.
But I don't. I still agree with you. I mean, it depends on the
I
circumstance.
get it.
So just.
I'm just gonna go to the mall with you.
Well, you might need to take it to the bar just to make sure.
You need to find out for real. Cause she held it back from you.
Yeah.
And tried to trick you. You go to the mall.
That's what I'm saying.
It's still whispering.
Would y'all? Okay, let me ask you a question. Look, I know we're trying to finish this up. I got another question. So if you was feeling the girl, but y'all had sex on the first date, and she feel the way y'all do, like she put a strike on you because y'all had sex on the first date. If she broke up with you, or didn't want to date you no more because you had sex with her on the first date, how would y'all feel?
I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, I don't either.
Not personally, because
I don't care if you think it happened. How would you feel? I don't care.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But I think men are different than women in that way.
Definitely.
We're just like, well, fuck it then.
So, and that's the thing I tell women all the time. Men, sex is primitive to men.
Definitely.
And it can raise to being intimate. Sex is intimate to women, and it can be lower to being primitive. And so it's just different. If you come in the door just as primitive as me, that shit is a little. That's out of character. That's God's design right there. Shit. I'm sorry.
Right.
You know?
She throw you down on the bed. We got a problem.
Because on the real, you got to figure out what got her here. Because that's not how the normal makeup of the women go. It's just not the way that should normally go.
So if she just as primitive as you naturally go in, you think this is gonna be one time, right?
Yeah.
And you gonna think this is it.
Yeah.
We ain't going no further than this because she just might be out just to get something this night. So I understand that.
Yeah.
So I got a question. So you mean to tell me this?
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys are married now. So when you were dating, so there's never been a situation that you were pressing the issue when you went out on a date.
I never pressed the issue.
Me neither.
My thought was always either.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Either.
You out there pushing.
You on yourself.
I'm just
So I know you didn't even see it.
So you
about to drink.
So you hanging out like on the table right there?
y'all might be lying here.
You can order the steak, but
So no, my question is this: not necessarily talked about it. So you mean you ain't never made no advances when you out with a chick or nothing on being on a date? Never.
I mean now on the first date. That never came into the conversation with me, just because I feel
I ain't say talk about it. I'm saying making advances, whether it be hand gesture, move, none of that.
Touch.
Well,
I mean, you can initiate contact.
Yeah.
See, truthfully, on the first date, I wasn't sweating. I never sweat.
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, but I never cared about that shit really, because I never.
That ain't what I do. That's why you single. You see?
I never did that.
By choice.
Yeah, I never did that neither.
Because
it ain't.
to me, trying to push up early fucks your position up.
Right.
If I'm serious.
You come off thirsty. I never wanted to give. I mean, for one, it's just not my style, but two, to me, that's like giving the woman an upper hand. I ain't never been that damn thirsty, and I never wanted to come off that thirsty. Most of the women I dated were wondering if I even wanted to mess with them in the first place, cause I just kick it with them. That was just that.
No, I'm not saying every time. I'm just saying so you never did this before. Never.
Nope.
No.
I think only if the signs was there. Once you give me the green light, then maybe if y'all out and y'all at the movies,
if you green light, red light,
basically just says I'm trying to give you the bunch, then you might be like, all right.
So you have taken it, gotten it on the first day before.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's it.
No, but
I just wanted to know.
But guess what?
I just wanted to know.
Not
He ain't married, brother. He ain't married to that girl. That's not the one he married to.
not for my wife.
Okay, I get it. I just wanted to make sure because it sounds like to me that never on the first date ever. Okay.
Oh no, that's not the rule for the man, but it's a double standard.
I gotta tell you like this.
Okay.
If I just wanted sex, it wasn't a date.
Yeah, that's real.
You coming over? That's just it. We ain't going out on no date. I ain't thinking about dating you.
Man,
So that
it's not in the budget. You ain't in the budget for food. Now you
So,
come over.
that's a different thing, right?
I'm
talking about dating.
gas, and I'm willing to commit to you.
Well, I mean,
That's it, girl.
well, if you did
See what I'm
that, you
saying?
had to have some knowledge of knowing them already. We talking about you said a bar.
Not really.
You had to be somewhere to know, get to meet the chick.
Met him somewhere. Yeah, but it wasn't a date.
But you were still out. You had to be somewhere. It wasn't just random chick. Hey, out the air. Come on over.
Pick up the phone, book. Get over here.
Right.
I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
but still, wasn't a date.
I'm anxious to hear the comments on this one too. What everybody out there thinks about, is it okay to give up the buns on the first night?
The double standard is real, but I agree with a lot of double standards. So fuck it.
Definitely.
You know, I mean for real.
Because we're on the
A
man
man
side.
can be, a woman can have no job. Men need to be bring some money in the house. That's true. Double standard. I agree with the shit.
Right.
You know, and that, you know, it's one thing if he's in school about you and they worked that out and they got kids and just don't make sense for him to.
Right.
I still think he should be online, fucking Craig, listening to something. Bring $1 in this fucking house. As a man, so double standards. Some of the motherfuckers to me are necessary,
And they don't always go against you. Sometimes they work for you.
Some of them is just standards.
Right.
You gotta remember the main word of double standard is fucking standards, and some standards are fucking necessary. So.